Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Monday morning. It's the day after the match. Sorry I didn't get to review it yesterday. Really busy. My daughter wasn't too well. She went to a party and she was a little bit unwell, so I had to look after her sort of straight after the game. Listen, on the game alone, and that's all I'm going to really talk about. The season, we'll probably get a little mention at the end. On the game alone, that was really disappointing yesterday. You know, if it was us watching Tottenham or, you know, us watching like an Arsenal or whatever, we would say we bottled it. The team put out was, you know, decent enough lineup. I was pretty happy with the lineup. Their team was pretty good, and obviously the lack of Trossard gave me a bit of confidence in the beginning of the game. At times, we're given too much respect. You know, the way we let them pass the ball around at times, and you know, when teams press us, we really don't know what to do. I think there is an argument that we did. In the end, we've played a lot of games this season, and for a team that's not used to playing a lot of games, you know, eventually it does catch up with you with a smaller squad. And I also do believe we have, towards the end, we've been figured out on how to play. You know, how to play against West Ham, and you know, and that's where it's up to David Moyes in the summer to you know, buy some new players in. So we have got some new ideas, and you know, when we are desperate, you know, to do something a little bit different and to grind a result out, we've got some players that are capable of doing that. We did go ahead though. Fantastic goal from Antonio, edge of the box, you know, controlled it. First ever goal for West Ham outside the box, and I believe it's, apart from his one against Jamaica, it's his first one at club football outside the box. Absolute rocket of a goal, you know, arguably one of our best goals this season. Lovely to see him, you know, put that away. Yeah, so 1-0 up. Those of you probably would have been checking the Palace result as well. They were winning 1-0 through Zaha, and you know, I thought, yeah, come on, just hold on boys, we can do this. You know, we've got a real top chance now of securing that Europa League football. Second half, you know, Potter obviously got into them. We conceded early, as we always do. You know, just bad starts as always. It's happened a lot this season. Bad starts the second half. Man City, Brighton, and there's a few others as well. And there's key times in a game where you can't concede, and that's just before half time, just after half time. Like, obviously us scoring when we scored was perfect. You know, like you know, it changes Potter's plans. But you know, as soon as they score really early, you know, it's back to, you know, back to 1-1, and you just, you know, did we ever look like scoring another goal in that game? Not really. Our corners were being dealt with, and they were just dealing with everything that we were doing really. Scored again through Grosh. Again, goalkeeping error. Yeah, and at that point at 2-1, I thought, nah, we're just gonna have to settle with Europa League, Europa Conference. And then obviously Welbeck as well, scoring against us from a corner, which is something we rarely do. We concede from a corner. Yeah, Fornals was poor yesterday. Soucek was poor yesterday, and yeah, just lacked ideas and lacked a bit of energy, and you know, just that bit of bottle to go and do it. You know, I see a few reviews, and it's true. You know, when you're 2-1 down, or you know, at 1-1, and you know they would have known the Crystal Palace score at the time. Come on, you've got to gamble. You have to gamble. You've got nothing to lose. You know, you've already got Europa League. You've already got Conference. I keep saying Europa League Conference. You've already got Europa Conference. You have to gamble there. Vlasic, Jokerflex, all of them. You know, just try something. There's nothing to lose. And at the end of the day, we haven't got Europa League, which is unfortunate. You know, I did genuinely believe we had the chance, and Palace did their bit, and that's the more upsetting thing about it. You could tell Rice was really frustrated with it. Nice, you know, nice. Thanks to Brighton for the lovely things they did for Noble as well. You know, give him a little, you know, nice reception. Bobby Zamora there, obviously ex-Brighton as well. You know, did a little thing for him, which was nice. But yeah, really disappointing result. And our form in general towards the close of the season, 1 win in 7. You know, we've got some good draws against Man City, etc. But yeah, 1 win in 7 is not good. Like I say, the only win was Norwich. You know, and if any other time in the season you're looking at 1 win in 7, you're thinking, oh dear, you know, and it's just not a good way to end the season that way. We really need to, you know, improve that going forwad. 100% need to improve that. It's not, like I say, usually you start how you finish, so let's hope that's not the case for us. We need to, start with a bang, because next season's going to be harder again, because there's going to be more teams that have improved. At Man United, you'd expect to come back to some extent. Arsenal are getting better. Newcastle will improve. Even Brighton themselves, if they can get their goal scoring going, they're very capable of a top 10 finish, I believe, again. They're a good side. Teams like Leicester, Wolves, it's going to be tough. We can't sit still. As I said, season on a whole, incredible. Some of the best memories I've ever had as a West Ham fan. Lyon, Seville, some of the great wins against Liverpool, Chelsea, the win against Man City on penalties as well. We've had some fantastic memories this year. It's just a shame that it dwindled down at the end. It is a big shame, and a lot of that is down to the lack of recruitment in January. It's something that we needed to do. We didn't do it, and it came back and bit us in the end. Players got out of form, players got injured and tired, and it's just, it's another one of those what if, isn't it? Bit similar to the the season before. Yes, we got Europa League and we went on and had a good campaign this year, but again, if we would have invested just a little bit more, what might have been the season before. And it's 2 seasons a little bit like that, like what might have been. Like I say, summer's here now. Loads and loads of transfer news. Rumours are that Jesse Lingard, we've tried to get in there early. I think we've offered him something like 150 grand a week to try and get that deal done early. As I tweeted this morning, and I'm sure I'll see a few of you like it, it's one of them. I want him. He's 29 now, but he is something we lack this season. Someone who can carry the ball, drive with it, not afraid to shoot. We've seen that lack of pace from Fornals. Work rate's fantastic, but there's sometimes that lack of pace and that lack of dynamism. Bowen's got it, but we need some more that have got that. We need some more players that frighten opposition. And when people say about Jesse Lingard, oh yeah, he's 29. He ain't played football for about 2 years, so that can prolong your career a bit when you ain't played football for a couple of years, because he hasn't had them hard games, he hasn't played a lot of football. And sometimes them players like that, when it comes to West Ham, they play well. I hope he does come. I'm not heartbroken if he doesn't. And like I say, you offer in a deal. If he ain't decided by mid-June, maximum end of June, move on to other time. I'm not sure when the transfer window closes. We'll have to have a look at that. But we can't sit on him for the whole window again and then have a panic buy like Vlasic. We cannot have that situation going on. It can't be. I think Emmanuel Dennis will happen. It just seems like them rumours are really heavy, so that will happen. And you imagine that'd be quite a good line actually, if you've got Bowen, Dennis on the left and Lingard playing in the 10 role behind Antonio, or hopefully another striker. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. Obviously Burnley did go down. Whether Tarkowski's interested in West Ham would be interesting to see what happens there. Obviously been linked for a long time, but he might want to go Newcastle. But he will definitely he was going to move anyway, but there's a few down there that might move now. Obviously Pope as well, I'd expect to move with the World Cup year. There'll be people sniffing around him. Yeah, it's it's a bit deflating at the minute, but that's just because I'm a bit disappointed we didn't get Europa League. But on a season on the whole, I'm absolutely buzzing. If we get a season like that again, and hopefully we get ourselves through that qualifying round, which won't be long away actually. That'll be quite early in the season again. Get through that qualifying round, and hopefully, I see Nicky sat on West Ham Fan TV. The games might be less intense, hopefully. Obviously these teams that we play, we've seen it with the Astragugus over the year. These teams, West Ham are the biggest team they're ever going to play in their life. So they're always going to raise their game. But I'm hoping
you know, slightly less intense, which means the balance of, you know, league and the cup for at least the earlier rounds will be a little bit less intense. I hope so anyway. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there, guys, because I'm waffling now. But thank you for these walks, and I know you enjoy them, and I will keep them going, you know, during the up until I break up from work, which is about the 21st of July. You know, so I'll be keeping these videos coming for you on the transfer news, just opinions in general. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I do believe we hit 3,600, 3,800. So, you know, 200 away from 4K, which is incredible. I'm sure we'll hit that over the summer. We always have a good little run over the summer where people are, you know, desperate for their West Ham news. But yeah, until next time, guys, come on, you irons. I hope you enjoyed a fantastic season, because let's reflect on it as a season. It's been incredible. One of the best seasons I've had as a West Ham fan in my 37 years on this planet. You know, long may it continue. I think it'll be a bit tougher next year. You know, my expectation isn't as high next season, because I think so many other teams will improve. But you know, that's West Ham, innit? That is West Ham. Anyway, guys, come on, you irons. Keep believing. Let's go.